Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Shane.
And welcome to Top 5 Beatdown, a show where we compare top 5s for things that seem completely asinine, yet somehow garner strong opinions. And to add some credibility to the mix, we compare our top 5s to that of an expert in the field. Today's topic is candy bars, and today's expert is the resident chef at Tasty. Please welcome to the void, Rie McClenny.
Yeah, we got a clap because there's no studio audience here.
There is no studio audience, but we will add audience later, I assure you.
Oh, great.
Rie, now you are known on Instagram as @TheDessertSnob.
Yes.
What has earned you that moniker?
It's a self-claim, so I just like dessert, so I just picked that handle.
Today's topic is candy bars, and just a couple things up top here. We classify a candy bar as something that has no gumminess to it, no gummy bears, no gummy inside the bar itself.
Happy to hear it.
It needs to be the size of a cup, perhaps like a Reese's cup or a peppermint patty or larger. And it needs to be in packaging that is available in mass produce, so around the world. So no local candy bar from the corner shop.
So it couldn't be like Meemaw's special little bar that she makes for you at the holidays,
No.
right?
So yeah, if you have Meemaw's candy bar on your list, take that piece and kindly throw it in the trash because it's not valid here in the void.
Well, I'm gonna have to change some things around on here.
Also, since we are filming this season remotely, we are going to take advantage of that. So this season, in addition to each contestant having one chef's kiss to signify something great, every guest will also have the capability to mute completely another person for the entirety of that ranking. Let's move on to the lists here.
Let's
List!
Nailed it. Great. Don't use your chef's kiss.
No, that was, sorry, I was just testing it.
This show's the Wild West, baby. No rules except the ones that we have. All right, starting with number 5, let's start with Rie.
Number 5 is TWIX. For this shoot, I got this giant candy bag.
Now that's all.
Because I don't remember when was the last time I had a TWIX. So I had to remember, and it was good. I think texture is very important. So TWIX has crunch, it's a biscuit. And also they have caramel, it's chewy. So you kind of have like 3 nice flavor and texture. And also like American candy bar, my opinion, don't at me, but it's a little bit too sweet. So TWIX has nice kind of like bland biscuit. It kind of helps.
That's true.
Like it kind of balance it out, sweet, like too sweet caramel and it's very sweet milk chocolate.
I do think it does have a good combo of savory to sweet, and I never really considered the fact that it might have been because of that biscuit being rather bland. That's very funny. If I'm making a candy bar, my thought to improve it is not, well, this needs a bland biscuit is what it needs right now. So that's an astute observation. It's almost like you know food.
Candy bar, more like blandy bar. My number 5 is Reese's Take 5.
Interesting.
Wait, I never had that.
Obscure candy bar reference here.
Well, it's obscure only because, let me tell you something, this is the hot, new, trendy buck on the scene. This premiered in 2004. It's chocolate, peanuts, caramel, peanut butter, and what's that? Pretzels.
Now that is good. I will admit, I've only had a Reese's Take 5 one time, so it's more like a take 1 for me.
Oh, but did you enjoy it?
It's pretty good.
I just think it's a great combo of ingredients. There's sort of like sedimentary layers to it when you're eating it, layers of flavor, which I like. You know when you're hitting that crunchy little pretzel, which is salted. So you get a nice,
that's good.
You get a lot of different flavors in there, a lot of textures. The peanut butter is very creamy. The chocolate shell is, you know, a little firmer. The pretzels, obviously, I mean, you're talking about the crunch.
That's some good crunch right there.
Well, welcome to Crunch Town. And as I said, it premiered in 2004, and yet in 2019, it took top honors as LA Times in their official candy bar power rankings.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't aware that the LA Times had a power ranking for candy bars.
I follow it very closely. This is not something that I just learned.
Certainly not.
If you haven't had it, like I said, it's new.
No, he's right. If you haven't had it, it's because it's 16 years new.
I know you're making a joke about that, but if we look at the amount of successful candy bars and their lifespans, 2004, that's basically still wet from the uterus.
Number 5 for me, this was one of my childhood favorites. It is Crunch. My list is based around Crunch, so why not have number 5 be the Crunch bar? How do I describe how this feels when you bite into it? I'm actually not quite sure what gives it the texture of the crunch that it actually has, because it almost has kind of like a crackly-like sensation, almost like a...
I think it might be a rice crackle.
I did just look it up to confirm that yes, it is in fact crisped rice that is inside this Crunch bar.
Rice Krispie, like, you know, TWIX biscuit, it doesn't have any flavor. It's like bland flavor again.
It's a blandy bar. It's a blandy bar.
It kind of helps, you know, like too sweet milk chocolate, but if you put like Rice Krispie, which doesn't have any flavor, kind of helps.
Yeah, they used to sell these at the movie theater that I used to go to as a child all the time, so I would always get one of these bad boys along with a Coke and popcorn. And I gotta say, it was a good time at the movies. The milk chocolate in this is also... You got something to say? You got something to say there, big boy?
When you were a young lad, did you ever sort of catch that Crunch bar winking at you? Maybe you run away from the shopping cart and you grab it and you say, Mama, Mama, a Crunchy for me?
Actually, what I did say, I didn't say Crunchy for me. I said, Mama, Munchy Crunchy for Rie Rie? Munchy Crunchy? Mama, Mama? She'd slap it out of my hand.
Oh, God.
It would explode on the ground.
Oh.
And no one got Crunch bars in that entire market.
My number 4 is Kika Uji Matcha.
Ooh, wait, okay.
International.
Now,
so Kika, especially Japanese Kika, has so many different flavors.
yes.
I did a taste test with Alex for my YouTube channel if you want to check it out.
Rie trying to get people away from this episode.
Subscribe right here. I thought Uji Matcha was the best flavor, and Uji is famous, they are famous for making high quality tea. The reason I like matcha flavor, it's a little bit bitter, so it kind of balancing out with sweet, like white chocolate flavor.
Because I think I also had one of these in a taste test back in the past somewhere. And I remember this one being very refreshing, and it felt, unlike most candy bars that I've had, it felt light. There was a lightness to this.
Yes.
And I didn't feel gross after eating it. Like, I felt like I could put down a bag of these and feel not too horrible about myself. But I do recall thinking it was very, very tasty. And weird, because it's a green Kit Kat. I mean,
I've had one before. I mean, I've had a green tea Kit Kat before, and it was a very mild sweetness, and I enjoyed it very much.
what is this persona?
Well, I'm just saying, look, like I said, I'm a candy boy. I love candy, and I'm here to celebrate it.
So let's move to number 4 for Shane.
This one is a banger. My number 4 is the Reese's Fast Break.
You are going all in on the Reese's universe.
No.
That is...
No. So they're good at making candy bars. No big deal.
There's a part of me that thinks Shane might be in the pocket of Big Reese's.
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
And I resent that. Now, I just want to ask out the gate if you guys have had a fast break. Like I said, my previous one was released in 2004. This one came out in 2001, so it's been on the scene a little bit longer.
I'm still kind of stunned by the fact that you put 2 Reese's products in your top 5. Rie, could you ask me what's my name?
What is your name?
Oh, hi, I'm Reese's. Oh, wait. Oh, look, I got something in my pocket. It's Shane. That's crazy. How'd you get in there? How'd you get in there, guy? Oh man, I'll put you back in there. Okay.
All jokes aside, I do very much resent that, and I'll say this. Let me discuss the fast break. So the fast break is very much Reese's own take on the Milky Way, and the problem with Milky Way, which I don't mind a Milky Way, but Ryan, I think you'll hear me on this when I say It's a little sticky.
Yeah, it is a little sticky.
A little sticky with that caramel in there.
I don't like a candy bar that I immediately have to take a trip to the dentist, which in my case is my father. Not to say that I don't like seeing my father.
You don't like seeing your father. You don't like, we get it. Yeah. You don't have to.
You're right, yeah. Let me make sure that came out clear. I don't like seeing my father, but I do like seeing the dentist. It just so happens that my dad is a dentist, so.
Yes. I don't have the nutrition facts to back this up, but I think they might be healthy for you.
Well, how?
I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna just say it without looking up any research. That is not true.
No.
That is 100% not true. For my number 4, look, we all know this one, everyone loves it. It's Butterfinger, baby. I love Butterfinger. It has such a unique crunch to it. I looked into it. Apparently it's because it's hard candy inside the actual Butterfinger itself mixed with peanut butter. And I guess how they make the hard candy is they just boil, I guess maple or corn syrup. I'm not sure which one. Honey, maybe?
Probably corn syrup.
That mixture mixed with, like, I think it has cornflakes in there, and the peanut butter is just, you know what? Nope, I almost did it. I almost went in for the chef's kiss, but I'm gonna save it because I have other things on this list that are worthy of it, but I do really enjoy the crunch of the Butterfinger. In fact, it might be the most satisfying crunch out of all the things on this list. I mean, you bite into this bad boy, not only is it just really conducting a symphony in your mouth, but there's like shards of it flying all over the fucking place. It's getting on your pants. It's great. It's a fun time, a really fun kid candy bar. And when you pair this with some ice cream, hit the deck. It is a flavor goddamn tsunami.
I thought about putting it on my list because I do enjoy a Butterfinger a great deal.
I might get a Butterfinger right now. I've convinced myself.
You're gonna leave this shoot? You're gonna go get
I might just leave this shoot. You guys have fun hosting the rest of this because I'm about to go stuff my mouth full of some Butterfingers. All right, let's move to number 3 here. But before we do, let's hear from our sponsor. Thank you to our sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Most internet users aren't even aware of the amount of surveillance, limitation, and data mining done with their personal information on a daily basis. Surfshark VPN can get rid of all these problems for you with an easy-to-use, one-for-all solution. Surfshark turns you into an anonymous and hard-to-trace online user and makes the internet a safer and more enjoyable place for you. Use promo code WATCHER to get 83% off plus 3 extra months for free. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. The link is in the description. And now, back to Top 5 Beatdown.
Oh, this is getting juicy.
My number 3 is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Zammo!
Now you're hitting them with the classics. That's the good stuff right there. That is the good stuff.
Zammo!
I don't know why Shane keeps saying Zammo. Is that what you're saying, Zammo?
Yeah. That's actually my new catchphrase for this show.
I think it's the most popular Halloween candy, right?
I can tell you it's not the most popular Halloween candy.
Oh.
It's the most popular candy.
Okay, period.
Look at him go! How'd you get out of my pocket? You know what I mean?
If you like peanut butter, it's really good, right?
It's good.
Something about peanut butter though, like you guys, like American people, love peanut butter. What's up with that?
I fucking love peanut butter.
Fucking love peanut butter.
We fucking love, Zammo.
It's kind of strange.
All right, let's move to number 3 for Shane.
My number 3 is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oh, yes.
Zammo!
Holy smokes. A double
Zammo!
Do we get anything?
We got a Zammo, yeah.
Let's go through Shane's top 5s thus far.
Okay.
We have Reese's Take 5.
Oof.
Reese's Fast Break. Reese's.
Back to classic.
You're kind of starting to sound like Bubba from Forrest Gump.
Does he like Reese's?
Shrimp stew. We got shrimp pie.
I've only seen that movie once.
Yeah, well, you're a fool. You're a fool.
Look, I like the big cups, I like the little cups. I like that the wall, the ridged wall has a little structural integrity to it. So when you bite on it, you feel like you're knocking down a little fortification and getting to the little yummy in the center.
That's good stuff.
One other commendable thing, I was on the internet a few years ago and there was a thread on Reddit and someone said, I hate it when you have a Reese's peanut butter cup and you peel away the wrapper and little lines of chocolate are stuck to it. And someone replied to it and said, I work for Reese's. we're fixing this. And I swear to God, 2 months later, I bought some peanut butter cups and it has never happened ever since then. You buy a Reese's peanut butter cup right now, you're not gonna get that. It's been around for almost a century and they're still improving it.
I think he is in the pocket of Big Reese's.
I'm only in the pocket of Big Reese's, and that I love Reese's peanut butter cups.
Your shoulder's getting a little tired there carrying all that water, big boy?
It's a perfect candy. It's a perfect candy.
Why is it number 3 then?
Because there's some better ones.
My number 3 is Kit Kat. Now, I'm not talking any permutation of Kit Kat. You could maybe glob them into that, but I'm talking the original break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Honestly, this was one of the things that as a child introduced me and warmed me to the concept of sharing, because when I had my buckets of popcorn, I'm not sharing that bad boy.
Oh, you're a monster.
But when it came to a Kit Kat, it was like, I'm gonna share this with a pal. Now I got a friend. It's a way for you to make friends and talk to people out in the world. What other candy do you know that that encourages that kind of behavior?
You know, I respect your list. I'll simply say that when I think of waxy chocolate, I do think of Kit Kat bars.
Okay, well, I mean, your tongue is dead.
It's a little too sweet for me.
Oh boy, we're getting down to it now. Top 2. Oh.
My number 2 is Snickers Almond Mini.
Snickers Almond Mini. Just to be clear here, you're excluding Snickers Almond Normal.
I think Snickers, regular Snickers, is a little too much. I don't think I can finish whole thing, so I don't want to waste my time.
It is, there's a lot going on in those Snickers.
I like smaller size, so you can just have a perfect bite. And this is exactly what I need when I need sugar.
Wow.
That's fair.
I like almond better than peanut in Snickers.
Interesting, so you're a fan of almond butter as opposed to peanut butter then?
It's a different story if it comes down to the almond butter.
Okay, all right. I did not mean to overstep
it.
it.
Ryan. Oh, you know what I give to that? You know what I give to that?
I thought they'd be less gross over remote, but they're even more gross because I actually have to look at you.
And also, like, Snickers is not meant to be, you know, like, save it for later, like Twix or Kika. You can break it and you can eat it and put it, you know, in a refrigerator or something. Snickers is very sticky because it has caramel, peanut butter. Yeah. So if you have a bite and save it for later, it's all messy.
Because with a big Snickers, you take a bite of it, it's like, with a big string, like, you know?
Turns into a fucking trombone. Let's move on to Shane's number 2.
Mine number 2 is Pearson's Salted Nut Roll.
You hear that sound, Rie? You hear that silence right there? That's the entire audience at the same time Googling what the fuck Pearson's whatever the hell he is.
No, I'll tell you this, it's a lot of the audience, but I'll tell you who it's not. It's the folks in the Midwest. Midwest Rise Up.
Oh my God.
Talking about.
Another Midwest muscle job to muscle this thing into the list.
No, listen to me here. Yeah. This candy bar is a fucking treat, and you're muted, by the way. You're muted. This candy bar, I went camping back in, I think it was 2009, and I did a lot of my camping out there in Illinois, great state. Ryan has said before, everything he's heard about Illinois, it sounds better than California. Chicago, obviously a better city than LA. Ryan has agreed with me on this. So in one particular camping trip, we went up to Wisconsin and stopped at a little mom and pop corner shop. And there on the shelf, I saw what looked to be a candy bar transported straight out of the, I don't know, 1920s. Looked very peculiar. And it was called Pearson's Salted Nut Roll. It is nougat, a vanilla nougat. It is caramel, and it is all coated by peanuts in the same way that you'd see a Payday.
Oh, it looked very vintage.
It looks vintage. It looks like something that Herbert Hoover would eat, and I love that. I think that about wraps it up for my number 2. Ryan, go ahead.
The anchor I felt in my chest during that mute session hasn't been matched in my entire life.
Sounds like you got some issues.
Let's move on to Rie's number 2.
Wait.
No, it's yours.
Oh, it's mine? Oh, it's mine?
Yeah,
I
dude.
spent so much time locked in the void that I forgot who I was. Number 2 for me is TWIX. Now, Rie had this at number 5. Look, we already talked about it before, but I think this is a pretty damn near close to perfect candy bar. As Shane mentioned, you have 2 of them, so you could share with a pal, or you could eat them both like a little piggy, like me. I've never once shared a TWIX. That's how I knew it was better than Kit Kat. When I had a Kit Kat, of course I'm gonna share it with my pals, but for TWIX, it's all going straight to the Rie guy. Let's move on to our number 1s.
My number 1 is Toblerone dark chocolate. It's dark.
Dark chocolate?
Dark chocolate. I like the shape. Have you ever seen anything like that? Like triangular box.
It is a unique packaging.
Yeah, it looks like a mountain. You're breaking like one mountain. Yeah, and it's different than a crunch. It seems like, you know, kind of similar category, but it's a little bit stickier.
Yeah, I don't even know what that crunch is, but it's a great crunch. It's a very subtle crunch.
Yeah, and it's smaller. I feel like it's more elegant than the crunch.
I was just about to say,
It's so elegant.
this candy bar feels like the adult candy bar. There's something about it.
It's luxury.
That being said, it is, from what I've seen, enjoyed a lot by senior citizens. So take that for what
I
you
thought
will.
it was mostly English people.
It's the geriatrics number 1 candy bar.
I thought they just like peanut brittle.
I think it's not senior citizen thing. I think it's a sophisticated thing.
Let's move on to your number 1, Shane, which I'm sure will be only available in Midwestern gas stations.
Number 1 is Reese's NUTRAGEOUS.
Unbelievable. You went 4 for 5.
I think.
Let me out of here, please let me out. Oh, because Shane's piping up again in the pocket.
I've had this conversation with people outside of Top 5. We've talked candy bars till the cows come home. When I think of the sheer amount of candy bar innovation that Reese's has done in the past century or in the past few decades, I don't think anyone else in the game is putting their best foot forward. NUTRAGEOUS is incredible. It's peanut butter, it's peanuts, it's caramel, and not the kind of caramel leaves you a gooey little stream, but a nice severable caramel covered in chocolate. It's a flavor explosion. It's got beautiful textures. It is widely available. It's easy to find. I simply love it.
Definitely not widely available.
Just because you're getting hypnotized by a fucking TWIX doesn't mean that the NUTRAGEOUS isn't sitting there winking at you from a few shelves down.
I'd like to see some photos of people sending them in.
Send us your photos. Go to your local
what I
store
think?
and take a photo of a NUTRAGEOUS.
I think Shane didn't know what his list was. He hopped on
I knew exactly. Oh, you want to look at my list?
Look at the products.
Look
and
at this
like,
list.
All right, that one, that one.
This
that
is a
one.
list. This is a list with notes.
You know what? Let's move on to my number 1, and it's gonna piggyback on this one because my number 1 is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Oh, wow.
Now, it is the top dog. It's the cream of the crop, a damn perfect candy bar, which is weird because it is a cup, but
it's perfect.
as Shane said before, the ridges provide this nice kind of structure to it, where the inside is just so creamy and soft that it just kind of just tucks you in for the night and just lays you to sleep. It's a perfect combination. I'm not actually sure how they create the, I don't know what to call it, the mash that's inside the cup.
The peanut butter cream, I think they refer to it as.
It's not really creamy though, because
And that's the thing, it's not creamy. It's got almost like a gritty.
It has like a grainy texture to it. That's why I almost refer to it as a mash. But it is so goddamn satisfying. I like it because when I bite into the cup, the ridges are at the back of my molars here. So I'm biting into the ridges. Meanwhile, these top teeth are biting into the softness of the cup. So I'm getting like this variety of bite texture from just the first bite. And I know it's crazy to have this number 1 when I have been singing this whole time that my list is based around crunch, but that's just how goddamn good this is that I'm willing to put that aside. That being said, I almost kind of group all of the other Reese's products into this. I know they're different things, but it's funny that Shane would have varieties of Reese's and not include the best variety that was ever introduced in terms of the Reese's family.
I did include it. It was my number 3.
No. I'm saying if it comes to side products of Reese's, you did not include in your list the superior one. Reese's Cup is number one.
What is the superior one?
It's crazy that you haven't said it. It's the Reese's Sticks.
Oh,
The Reese's Sticks. Let's mute Shane. It's not as good as the Reese's Cup, but if you want a Reese's Cup with some crunch, Reese's Sticks is where you want to go. It doesn't have any of that other extra stuff that you really don't need. Because like all the other stuff, nutrageous, outrageous. What he was talking about, the fast break, take 5. All these extra fixins and gadgets and gizmos, you don't need it. You don't need to dress up Reese's in a little outfit. It's already almost perfect. If you want some crunch, just add a wafer. Don't overthink this, okay? Is all I'm saying. You could go ahead and unmute Shane now. Did you have some time to reflect in the void there? I hope you did.
I was just chilling. I was thinking about my nutty little Nutrageous bar over here.
Well, that does it for this episode of Top 5 Beatdown. If you guys liked our list or disliked our list or just thought we missed the mark, make sure you chime off in the comments. Rie, is there anything else you would like to shout out here, but while we still have a captive audience?
Check out Make It Fancy at the That's Feel Tasty and subscribe my YouTube channel.
Until next time,
That's the list.
Definitely nailed it remotely.